Hello everyone, this is future Ollie coming in with an announcement that the video you are about to watch is pre-haircut and pre-will to live, so do forgive if it's a little bit meh. But I do feel like it is a fun video nonetheless, so I hope you enjoy all the same. Also, do you like the new setup? You're low-key on 2 boxes of shit I don't know exist, so you can look at my pretty bookshelves. Isn't that so fun? This is Zodiac Academy shelf. It is slowly taking over my life. I only have 4 books. I want them all. But that is a later problem. Hello, kings, queens, and all royalty in between, and welcome to my pocket of the internet. Today, I'm going to be yapping, like I always do. However, this one's a little bit different because it's a challenge I actually saw on BookTube, which I think is so cute, so fun, so fresh. And it's the new booktubers tag, like new to booktube tag. And I thought the questions were so fun. And I thought, why not share some Ollie lore on the internet forever? Why not? So I have my questions written down on this makeshift piece of paper that I also have attached to a saxophone soloist book. Fun fact, I play saxophone. That is neither here nor there. Thanks for joining me today, and let's get on with the video. So the first question on my list of lovely questions that I got from Kimmy Books is, why did you start this channel? POV, I started this channel for me. I expected nobody to find me, and now like 65 of you have found me. That's crazy. I love you guys so much. But genuinely, I did start it just for me. I wanted a place to yap about books and or bookish things and build a community. I actually follow a lot of booktubers, which we'll get into later. And I love their content, and I was like, I want to make stuff like that. I want to tell the world why I love books. I want to do that. So I am. And I'm having a great time doing it, to be honest with you. I love sharing my hobbies with people, and I'm so glad I get to share it with you guys. The next question is, what can you bring to YouTube? So fun fact, I can bring literally nothing. I am just a guy looking at a girl saying that I am funny, and this is a safe place for all people. That's all I got. There are lots of safe places on the internet, I think. However, what I can offer is a place of comedic relief and good book recommendations. I've been told I have immaculate taste. And some silly, funny videos that mean literally nothing in the long run, but they're so fun to make. And if that's not what you want, that's okay. I wish you all the best in your endeavors. However, if that is something you would like, welcome to my channel. I talk about everything and say nothing at the exact same time. The next question on my little list of questions is, what are you most excited for? I think what I'm most excited for is to have a space dedicated to books. Like, I have a bookstagram at OllieReads34 if you want to go check it out. And I enjoy it over there, but I like yapping. I love telling people things and saying it in a 30-minute or more time span. So I wanted a place where I could make long form videos and it not be weird. Like, no one really wants to stare at an Instagram reel for 45 minutes. That is kind of the general consensus. So I wanted to make long form content, and so I'm so excited to be able to do that. I'm so excited to be able to share all of my opinions with the world. I think I have great opinions. But I also like hearing other people's opinions when I share my great opinions. So that's what I'm most excited about, because I get to hear your opinions as well as share my opinions, and we all get to have a little opinion world. Take a shot every time I say opinions. Why do I like reading? So here's a little bit of Ollie lore. Hello friends, future me back in to pop in again and say this next section is kind of sad to talk about. It is a part of my story, and if you love to hear about my story, you may continue watching, but it is a little hard to hear, so if you fast forward through it, I will not be offended. Or if you want to skip ahead to the next question, then that is totally okay. I want you to know I don't love you any less, but this is a part of my story. So here's a little bit of background on me. I didn't really have friends growing up. I didn't really have people who wanted to hear about my day or who wanted to talk about the things I wanted to talk about. And so I turned to books. I turned to places where I could escape and be like, they're my friend in my head, which sounds a lot more crazy than it is. When all of my friends were in relationships and no one really wanted me around them, I turned to romance stories to see that people like me could fall in love and that it is possible. And when the world around me was just bland because no one wanted to talk to me or let me talk to them, I turned to worlds that I wish existed, or worlds that I wished I lived in, so that way I could have these fantastic abilities that all of these characters have. Or I just wanted a place to go. Home life was not great when I was younger. To be so completely honest with you, books saved my life. So I love to read because it gave a space for me when I didn't have a space. That was really dark and depressing. I'm so sorry for that. Next is, what well-known series or multiple series got you into reading? Now, if you've watched my channel or if you listened to anything I've said in the last month or two of doing this YouTube channel, you will know that one of my favorite series of all time, even if the third book ruined my life, is the Divergent trilogy by Veronica Roth. This book, if I believed in burning books, I would burn this book. No, I wouldn't. That's really dramatic. But I simply want to run it over with a car and cry because I hated how that ended. I have no idea what went through Veronica Roth's head. I have no idea why she would do that to her loving fans. However, as I'm putting these away, I am realizing that is none of my business to know. But I will judge her for it every day for the rest of my life. Another well-known series that I'm not going to be removing from my shelf because I simply refuse to try and put them back how they are now. Right here, this is my Harry Potter series. This also kickstarted my love of fantasy, even though it's more magical realism, because why wouldn't you want to go to a wizarding school? But anyways, now, do I want everyone to read this series? Yes. However, if you are going to read this series and you do not already own it, or you do not know the lore behind the author J.K. Rowling, read it from your local library. Go a little bit out of your way to borrow it from the local library so you can read it without supporting J.K. Rowling. Because J.K. Rowling does not support the minority of people. She is racist, she is transphobic, and we do not support that here or ever. Thank you and good day. Alrighty, the next question is, who are my favorite booktubers? This is my section. This is what I live for. Alright, let us start with some, I guess, more well-known booktubers. We have Sarah Caroli and Des Sidster. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I'm not entirely sure. I love them both. I love their content. Highly recommend. Go subscribe to them. And then we have Miss Madison Kate and Lexi, aka Newly Nova. I would die for Lexi, and I want to give Madison a hug. That is all I have to say. Moving on to the smaller booktuber section of this question, we have Salma Munir, who is one of my best friends, and I love her so much. If you don't love her, don't tell me. We won't be besties anymore. Then we have Shania, who just started her booktube channel, and if you don't like, comment, and subscribe on her video, I will find you. Take that as you will. And she's not as small, but I feel like I have to give an honorable mention to Miss Ellen Catherine. She's the main reason I wanted to start a booktube channel. I love her so much. Her Discord server is where I met most of my best friends, and I will forever be grateful for that, as well as the sort of friendship I've built with Ellen herself. I love her so much. All right, the next question is my favorite genres. So on my shelf currently, I actually don't know the math. We're going to count that out. I have 40 fantasy, 7 sci-fi / dystopian, because I don't have enough of either to give them their own number. I have 14 thrillers. I have 12 nonfiction / classics, because I have them mixed together. I have 44 romances and 25 literary fiction books. So I have a very wide range of genres, but by the numbers, I'm going to say romance and fantasy. However, I do, in fact, really enjoy a good literary fiction. For example, one of my favorite literary fiction books is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I don't quite know what crack she put in this book. If and or however. But, as well as my favorite book of all time is This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El-Motair and Max Gladstone. This is sci-fi romance, but I count it as sci-fi because that is the main genre of this book. It is my favorite book of all time, but it is not my most bought genre. My final question of the day to wrap up this video is, what are some of your favorite authors? Now, this would not be an Ollie video. This would not be an Ollie video without an Allie Hazelwood mention. Miss Hazelwood, I have bought every single book you've ever produced. And I just need you to know, I love you. This is my declaration of love. This is my marriage proposal. Another favorite author of mine is Miss Emily Henry. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she decided to make a book that was me being the target audience. There's literally, I have no words for the love that is this book. Therefore, Miss Emily Henry, I will buy everything you produce. Thank you. I also can't go without mentioning Miss Jessa Hastings. You are one of my favorites simply because of how much you hurt my feelings. And I think that needs to be mentioned. That the reason you're my favorite is because you hurt my feelings. I also have to mention a new recent discovery, which is Caroline Pickham and Suzanne Valenti. They wrote Zodiac Academy. Again, you are my favorite because you hurt my feelings. Anyways, I also have to shout out Miss Tracy Dion. What she did for Legendborn. I need Oathbound yesterday. And it doesn't come out till March. That's really upsetting to me. And then, of course, would this be an Ollie video without Miss Mariah Montoya? Without By the Orchid and the Owl? No, it would not. So with that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed yapping to you guys and sharing a little bit more about myself and why I'm here. If you enjoy this video, I suggest you like, comment, and subscribe so that way you can hit the little, I think it's over here, don't quote me on that, the little bell notification so you know when I upload. I try to upload on Thursdays. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. And you know what? We're just gonna have to have an understanding relationship that I am reliably inconsistent. I'm so sorry. If you want, you can follow me at Ollie Reads on Instagram. I post sometimes. Maybe post more consistently, but I honestly don't know what to post over there. So you can comment what you want to see on Instagram or DM me on Instagram what you want to see, and we can work out an arrangement. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for joining me in my corner of the world, in my pocket of the internet, with me and my besties, aka the books I spend way too much money on. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!